Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today because it is the best day of the week, you guys. It is the RWBY day! Another RWBY day. Oh, happy day. Guys, really enjoyed last week's episode. There's a lot to unpack there. I think they're doing a great job with like telling the story, but like telling RWBY's story in between the lines and everything. I will briefly get into my lingering thoughts. I feel like I did say a lot at the end of the last episode, so I'll make it brief. But I will just briefly get into that. Before I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. All right, guys. So yeah, I feel like last time really highlighted just like where RWBY is at compared to the rest of the crew right now. You know, we had that, and first of all, I mean, just like the visuals and the story and the strangeness and the uniqueness and everything of what they're doing with the Ever After is really working for me. I think it's really cool, to all of a sudden, like, flip the scenery, especially since we had been dealing with, you know, very, like, grounded, very, like, war, you know, and now we kind of flip it and we're, like, in this surrealistic, you know, I hate to say Wonderland because it's just so, it's so on the nose, but you know what I mean. I really wasn't sure about the Curious Cat until last time when I'm like, okay, I think maybe they do, for the most part, have our crew's best interest at heart. Maybe not even like best interest, but like, I don't think they mean our crew any harm or anything intentionally. The herbalist, was a really interesting character, and it was really interesting to see how, that was a good, like not a good experience, but it was a reflection of positivity in most of our crew. Whereas in RWBY, you know, like having that mirror reflected back at you, if you're in a good place, it's like, I know who I am. I know who I was. I know who I want to be. And I'm good. And oh my goodness, Weiss. Like, they all had really good stuff to say, and I was proud of them. But my God, Weiss's drop the mic moment, so good. I just said that one got, and I love all of them. And you know, like, Yang's my girl, and you know how I am about Bumblebee and everything. But something about Weiss's just really got me. I think the VA did a really good job as well with that. So, oh, another thing I wanted to point out about the voice acting is that they were all doing, like, their younger selves and their current selves, and, like, I just think that they, you guys pointed that out in the comments, and I wanted to point it out here that, like, of course they're killing it. Like, they're always killing it, but that was really good. But, yeah, having that mirror turned back at you, if you're not in a good place, like, you could see the effect that it had on RWBY. And it really did remind me of that one episode where, like, they're all being asked why they're huntresses, and the only one who didn't get asked was RWBY. And I just think there's like there's something really poetic about that like she was so sure, but was she? You know, and I know that's all part of RWBY and who she is and her personality and everything. Like, it's not like that's not real, but sometimes when you're in the heart of something so devastating, that's when you find out who you really are, you know, and it's either going to affirm what you knew before or you're going to change and grow or whatever. So I think that was a really good way to highlight just like, oh, wow. But, you know, someone pointed this out in the comments as well. I cannot take credit for this, but RWBY was an integral part of all of their growth. I know they're going to turn around and return the favor and help her through this. You know, like, I knew that anyway, but I just think that's really interesting. Like, yeah, she has been there for everyone and done everything that she could. And, you know, even like some of the lines from the like other mirror self saying like, don't you know you have to do everything? Like, you have to save everyone. And And she really, I mean, she has put that into practice. She has done her best to be everywhere for everyone. But sometimes you just have to, like, it's not always going to go that way. You know, life's not always going to go that way. There's going to be really, really, really bad stuff. And you have to learn how to work through that. And like I said, you know, learn who you are on the other side of that. Oh man, I can't get started before the episode here, you guys. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, so anyway, rant over. I loved it. I can't wait for the next one. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right into the next episode of RWBY? Let's do this. All right. They're gonna lay the theme on me? Yeah. I'm really enjoying this theme. I think I mentioned this last time, but like I'm actually at the point where like I'm getting it stuck in my head now. Oh! One thing I'm gonna point out, you guys pointed out in my comments, I thought of it during the episode, but I didn't say anything about it because I didn't want to be like talking a lot over the dialogue. And then of course I forgot by the end of the episode. But we had the mentions of like other characters in the story. And Weiss mentioned, now you guys had put forth this theory to me that like, what if Jaune is the knight? And I'm like, that actually makes some sense. But there really wasn't, like they hadn't done anything to like solidify that, I don't think, in the story yet. But the fact that Weiss specifically called out the White Knight is handsome, you guys were like, oh, what if that's, you know, because we know back in the day, I mean, we haven't really got to talk about this lately because, you know, we've been a little busy. Back in the day, we know how he felt about her with the crush and everything. And she was like, nuh-uh. I think it would be funny if she like accidentally sort of called him out as a handsome person. Boy, man, young man. it's yeah. See, even kind of the, I don't know, now I can't unsee it. See, it's that synthesizer in the end that really gets me. That says so realistic sound effect. I know. A lot of imagery here with Crescent Rose. I know it's going to be very, very important. So cool. Such a cool landscape. Sweetie.
I'm so glad the four of you are still the four of you. Not always the case in the ever after.
You're the one who ditched us in the first place. Which, by the way, was how we ended up in that mushroom house to begin with. You know, where that delirious caterpillar guy tried to drug us and then was swallowed up by a freaking hole in the ground?
Yes.
It was very
Alex
odd.
had a similar reaction the first time she saw someone return to the ever after. But it's not how it seems.
Return to the ever after?
Well, I suppose it is.
What?
But not the way you think, if you think like Alex. Which it seems like you do.
I'm confused, but I also kind of follow where he's going. Like, it looked like they died, but they didn't.
We're here.
Where are we? Show us. Oh, we're at the tree. Oh. Oh, wow.
Better run.
Gotta hop on.
So, Kat.
So we're going to
explain to us how a giant caterpillar disappearing into a hole isn't how it seems?
Oh,
When
so we
break
could do
or wear
that.
out, or simply finish what we were made to do, we're called back. But Herb, his heart was too weak to listen. So I gave him a little bit of mine.
Is he dead?
No. Well, maybe a little bit.
A little
But not at
dead?
all.
Slightly.
Which is it?
It's
Now the herb's
both.
properly returned, he'll be fixed up nice and made into the Herb he wanted to be when he was still Herb. Then he'll come back.
Interesting.
And find his purpose. Could be the same as before, or maybe not.
I feel
When he
like
comes back, will he remember anything?
What would be the point of that?
Are you
Just
trying
like
to say?
Alex, you lot. I know. Where you're from, things die. But we're just not like you at all.
No, apparently not.
Ascend. Herb will have a purpose again.
That's impossible.
That-
To die someday. Right?
Well, goodness, no.
We didn't
Though
die
I
after
suppose there
falling.
is a creature. No.
What?
That's not the sort of thing you talk about in polite company.
Ah, if you know something.
Wait, so what happened to Herb? Is that what happened to the king?
Come on, try our mud cookies.
'Cause
They're delicious.
they
It was
mentioned
all very sad. The Red
king
King
became
couldn't
prince.
cope when he lost to Alex. A crime. Thankfully,
Oh.
he was called back and fixed up. And now
They had to
he's the
fix him
prince you
up.
met.
Fix
I
up. The
see.
prince was worse.
The prince isn't supposed to be nice. He's
What?
meant to play the game and win. No matter
Oh, I see. So you don't necessarily come back
That's why he
better.
cheats when the Red King
You
didn't.
just come back better
But
suiting your
that still
purpose.
doesn't explain why the Red Prince was so much meaner.
While the prince may not remember Alex's deception after ascending, the heart very rarely forgets.
The heart does
But
not forget.
There was nothing about ascension in the story.
Of course not!
Huh.
Exposition is terribly boring. The conversation was, on the whole, rather tedious.
I wonder what else Alex
Very
left out.
telling.
Well, to make a grow good parfait, one needs a bushel of grumpy ivy, one good-sized spicy potato, the lint off a griffin's sweater. Ethel's dragons and more should have that, which is right next to.
I'll never remember all of that.
That's. Can you make us a
I can
list?
procure those.
Oh,
There's
we can
another
help.
ingredient we must have that's only available on the 3rd level. Some nose hair from a leprechaun.
Leprechaun nose hair.
You retrieve that while I go get the rest.
Sure, I guess so.
Wonderful. Look for the teapot lady.
Okay.
She'll have it. Now, off you
Teapot
go.
lady. Okay. Oh, don't. Okay, let's not get distracted. Okay, that's interesting but frightening at the same time. And we're distracted.
So
And we're
they
distracted.
don't get distracted by a shiny doorknob and never come back.
I'll go with you.
Get me as far
Okay.
away as possible from any nose hairs, please.
I'll go with you, Ruby.
Did you see Little like patting her earlier?
But we're coming along.
So they're gonna go with the cat. That's what I need. I need somebody to help me not get distracted in public. Well, oh! I got the cheeseburgers! Oh! Oh, look at you! Oh, except I'm so tired. Oh, look at you! You actually giggled a little bit.
Teapot lady.
Little is helping.
Teapot lady.
Teapot lady. Is Teapot lady in one of the tents, maybe? Uh-oh. Oh, this doesn't sound good. I don't like the way this is all getting dark and scary. Maybe you can only see the teapot lady when it's... Whoa! That's Penny's sword. How did I get back there?
Does that one interest you?
Whoa.
I thought this was lost forever. How do you have it?
Nothing. No one is ever truly lost.
Whoa. I'm tingly. Penny! My baby!
Are you lost?
No.
Oh.
My friends went somewhere else.
Is Penny in the sword?
You're doing this all alone?
Yeah. Well, no.
I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Are you her guide, little one?
Yes. Ruby is my friend, and I want to help her get home. Even though I don't know where that is or how to get there.
You're doing really great.
You
I'm a little
seem
scared.
to be carrying a rather large burden with you.
Uh-huh. Huge burden.
Fine. I can handle it.
Sweetheart, stop.
If you change your mind, you may choose any one of these you like and set your burden down.
Huh? Oh, and now it's... Whoa, is that...
I already have a weapon.
Alex?
I did.
And yet, here you are, searching for something else that you do not even know.
Wow, that kind of looks... What? Oh my god, was that the...
Who are you talking
Who
to?
was that?
Did you retrieve the nose hair?
Come on, try our cookies. They're
Well,
delicious.
we couldn't... okay, what just happened? Because now it's all back on.
Just yet, but Ruby,
What
come
just
on,
happened?
Got everything else. I'm sorry.
Ruby's not doing all right.
Is that the teapot lady?
Best mud cookies you've ever
Oh, okay, literal teapot lady. Okay, got it.
Oh, can I help you?
Thought it was someone who
Looking for
sold
nose
teapots.
hairs? No, not
Oh,
the
there are
ogre
some
ones.
teapots. Ah! Oh no. Oh, good. Okay, yay, just fireworks. Good. It's been a while since we... What? It's fireworks that say danger. That's it. Whoa.
need those leprechaun nose hairs. No time.
What is happening?
Here, I'll give you this. It carries a mother's promise.
Oh my lord, you're gonna get that? Oh.
This is exceedingly bad.
Wait, what's a Jabberwalker?
It's a truly terrible creature.
Jabberwalkers was
Jabberwalker
happening.
eats one of us. We do not ascend.
How do we make
Okay, so you can't. Interesting. So there is a kind of, maybe that's what they were referring to. There is a kind of death.
Shrink you back again, and that's a completely different potion.
Okay. Let's get in on that. Yes, start eating. Yay! Oh, good. Just one bite. Oh, they're not big enough yet. Oh! And Ruby has no weapon. Okay, but we still have. Oh no! Not the parfait! Oh no! It's gonna get bigger! No! Please tell me that's not gonna make it bigger. Oh no! You've gotta be freaking kidding me! Oh, they're a little bit bigger now. They're like maybe Barbie sized.
What's he doing here?
I gave him something new to do for the moment. Now go. Your friends need to get big again, or we're Jabberwalker dinner.
Oh! Wow! Oh no! What was it that swooped in and saved them? Huh? Something is... Oh! It's the night! It's the night and a goat bunny reindeer! Yeah!
It's the rusted knife.
Get the parfait!
Sweet! Get the parfait, eat the parfait, and we're eating it off the ground. 5-second rule, everyone. 5-second rule. Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
Ruby, follow me.
Oh my god, if the night is John's. It might not be, but whoever it is, they're really, really stinking cool. Yeah, let's get in there again. Oh, you can tell Yang is excited about this. It's been a while since we've gotten a... Ah, here we go! Oh! Yeah! With... Oh! Yes! With combo moves.
Huh?
What?
What? There's only supposed to be one.
What? Why was that?
What? Run!
That does kind of sound like John. A little bit. Doesn't it sound a little bit like John?
Ruby, come on.
Why?
We'll hold them off.
I I thought that was something she did with her arm. Was that something Neo-ish? What? Holy what? Oh no, and if they get eaten by the Jabberwalker, then they don't ascend. So basically they really die. Whoa, it's all getting like, so this is Neo. Oh, this was Neo's doing. Neo did, oh god, they're watching it all over again. They're watching a place be destroyed all over again. Please stop. Oh god. Come on. There's nothing we can do now, I guess? There's gotta be something.
I'm so tired of leaving places in ashes.
I know, baby. I know. Is this John? I'm really curious. Please don't end the episode here.
I can't believe it. The rested night. In person.
Fangirling.
You did good, Juniper.
Juniper. Juniper? Oh! Ah! How long have you been here? What? How long have you been here? I need to watch that over again. Of course, his name is Juniper. Oops, that didn't get me back to where I wanted.
Night. In person.
I knew it was going to be John, but what is with the time difference?
You did good, Juniper.
He was young in the theme. Yeah, we've got some. Yeah, he's.
RWBY.
John, what happened to you?
Made it.
What happened to you? John. Oh my god. It would have been bad enough to find him immediately after everything happened. The fact that he clearly has been there for a while is what I'm guessing, unless they've all been there at the same time and for whatever reason he just aged more. I don't know. I mean, it is a topsy-turvy place, but what the heck? Guys, I have so much I want to unpack on this. I don't even know where to start because I was at the beginning of the episode like, gotta talk about that later. The whole talk about how, whoa, so, okay, so this is the concept art, scratches dirt. Wow. I'm just trying to read with narrow eyes, slightly eye wrinkles. Yeah, like it's definitely like, you know what's funny is I recognize the voice. So this turned out really, really well because I've been watching another show where he's one of the voice actors. And it's not the John voice. It's more like of his normal voice or like a more adult, like deeper voice. I literally just watched it before this. And I'm like, that worked out really well because I can easily hear now that that is Miles. Okay, what is it trying to play? We'll just go home for now. All right, I had stuff like at the beginning of the episode. I was like, ooh, I want to talk about that. And I think it had to do with like the role, the purpose stuff. So a lot of you guys had theorized that like, you know, the roles, the purpose seemed to be so important here. There was a line last time about how a king becomes a prince. You know, was the king repurposed? And it sounds like that's exactly what happened. Now, what's interesting is it's necessarily not always for the better in a lot of ways. Like, he was repurposed in a way that he became better at the game because of what happened with Alex. So, I think it's an interesting comment on change and the way that things around you can change you or motivate you to change. Sometimes they change you for the worse. Sometimes they change you for the better. The concept that no one really dies unless they're eaten by the Jabberwalker. I've always thought that the Jabberwalker looked like a Grimm. Like, I'm sure that's not unintentional. If everything in here is some kind of parallel, like a surrealistic parallel of our world. Now, we know that the Curious Cat was saying, our world is nothing like your world. And I get that. However, is there a lot of substance in here for us to maybe be able to philosophically relate back to our world? And is that maybe the point? For example, You know, we have this idea of ascending. Even when you die, you don't really die, you ascend. And is that maybe a metaphor for how when somebody dies, they're not really gone because their memory always lives on with you, unless it's eaten up by a Jabberwalker, which if it's supposed to be similar to a Grimm, is supposed to represent negative emotion, in which case they wouldn't live on, or it would stop them from being able to live on in your memory because you're so consumed by negative emotion and fear and anger, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's really, really reaching. I just had to get it out there because I don't know. Sometimes I overthink things and sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's not, but I'll throw it out there in case it's a good thing in this case. The whole thing with the okay, so I thought that was the teapot person at first. I did not realize the teapot lady would be an actual teapot. That whole scene, I don't know what happened there. Clearly, Ruby and Little were the only ones who experienced that because the entire festival did not shut down. The marketplace did not shut down. I don't know who that individual was. I was really creeped out by the line. I don't know if this is how they meant it, but the line, you know, you have a heavy burden. If it gets to be too much, choose one of these and let go of your burden. I really hope that was not meant the way that I kind of was thinking of it at first. I don't know. I'm not sure. I hope not. But that's very, very disturbing. The thing on the wall kind of looked like Crescent Rose, and then she saw a person in it, and it looked like the person had silver eyes. Is that supposed to be her mother? And then she gave away the rose. It has a mother's promise. It's just like, Ruby, you're losing all these parts of yourself. I don't like it. I know we had to just make a decision quick, but I hope maybe she gets back at least. And we still don't know where Crescent Rose is. When they shouted out Neo, at first I was like, wait, what? I got confused for a second, but then I realized they're probably referring to the fact that the Jabberwalker is being controlled by Neo somehow. I probably missed like a split second, something that happened in there that gave it away that it was Neo. But that makes sense because last we saw Neo, she was with the Jabberwalker. And now this whole place is in ruins too. Which, as if it wasn't bad enough, like everything that's happening to our crew, to have to go from like one place that's being destroyed to another place where you show up and everything's, all of a sudden everything's being destroyed. Not a good thing. Clearly not a good thing for anybody. Oh, wow. And then we come to Jaune. You guys are right. You guys are right about the night. You're right the whole time. I do not know what's going on with him, but I am desperate to find out. And I am desperate for him to be okay. Because clearly, which is weird because he was the last one to fall. But if nothing works here how we think, why would time work how we think either? So he's been there. Is it that, or is it that if emotions and if those things are so important and reflected so much in this world, of course, then why would RWBY be the way she is? I was going to say maybe just like the weight of it aged him, because it seems like a thing that could happen in this world. But even RWBY, like RWBY has the weight of losing someone. Jaune has the weight of taking someone's life like that. Really, really, really. But I think maybe he's just been here a really long time. I don't know how or why that would happen, but I don't know anything anymore, so why not? All right, guys, I think that's all I have to say for now. Clearly, Neo is trying to bring chaos, and it's working. A lot of interesting things about the way this world works I think can be related to our current situation, and I'm really starting to believe more and more that it's a journey. And another way you could look at ascending is, you know, they were all supposed to basically, well, they never said they were supposed to die if they fell. The whole thing was like, just don't fall. But like, if instead of dying, they went into a place where they could have like a journey because that's what they needed, you know? I don't doubt that it's not actually like another world, but I don't know. There's just still so much I don't know that I'm trying to piece together with like the riddles that they're giving us. It's so fun. It's like a big mystery, but oh my God, I want to hug Jaune. Oh, I need to hug him. I cannot imagine what he has been through, and he's been all alone. Well, we don't know. He's had, as soon as he said, when he said Juniper, I'm like, oh yeah, Juniper! Oh, guys. And we saw Penny for just a split second. Do you think Penny's there? Do you think Penny is there in the ever after? At first I was like, oh my God, what if like her remains are there? But what if she is like there? I don't even know. I do not even know. All right, guys. Great episode. Holy crap. I'm like confused, but I'm intrigued. It's a good combination. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Oh my goodness, please, if you were thinking of not watching with me, I will most definitely need your help and your moral support and all your good vibes. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.